Welcome back to track number 2, the yellow track at the 2019 JRDA Championship Tournament from Loveland, Colorado. Brought to you on Twitch TV by the fine folk at the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. Thanks to them, I am Scott Chicken. I will be with you for this game between the number 5 seed Des Moines Derby Brats and your number 9 seed Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Each team has a 1-1 record. Des Moines lost to the Attack Pack on Friday, then beat Sioux Falls earlier today. Cherry Bomb won their first game against Raleigh by 1 point on Friday. They then lost to Diamond City Friday evening. So here we sit. Winner of this game will move on to play for 5th place against the winner of the Tampa Bay Capital City game going on the pink track, track number 1. The loser will play for 7th place. Quick look at your rosters for Des Moines. Des Moines Derby Brats playing in black with purple accents. Number 02, T-Rex Lex. 024 is Sour Cheetah. Number 101, Goldie Knox. 13 is K-Boom. 23, Rechnology. Number 3, Brick House. 325, Sasquatch. 354 is Ladies Man. 411, Chimera. Number 62, your Captain Cuban Missile. 711, Miss Batitude. 731 is Enigma. 888, Scream Puff. And 999, Miss Mayhem. For the Cherry Bomb Brawlers, playing in the red, might look orange, depends on your screen. Cherry Bomb Brawlers sending out number 007, Mad Max. 04 is Evil Lynn. 12, Mad Hatter. Number 13, Shifty. 15 is Free King Wolf. 16, Tycho the Psycho. Number 18, Global Storming. 1974 is Jaws of Death. Number 22, Skatey Katie. 222, Cutthroat. 244, your captain for the game, Tribal Terror. 456 is M Ruthless. 574, Poison Ivy. Number 6, Queen Bee. And number 99, Jonesin. Think I might have a second to run through the officials. Our officials for this game: Doof Warrior, Loud Llama, Headless Horseman, Papa Payne, Zookeeper, Soprano Stinger, Zombie Dearest, Kim Probable, Doesn't Matter, El Flaco, Devastator, Elemental, Lucinda Knickers, Red Miles, Tricky Ricky, and Margie Ram. Our ref's been doing a great job this weekend. As we are at the end of day 2 of a 3-day tournament. Tomorrow we will see the place games for both divisions. The female division finished out in the last slot like an hour or so ago. Well, I guess technically finished like half an hour ago. So the female division, you will start off the day on track 1. That's the pink track with Rocky Mountain versus Queen City in the 9th place game. And on this track, the yellow track, you will see Rose City take on Regina, the Pile o' Bones Misdemeanors out of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. That is the 7th place game, also at 9 a.m. Female takes a break for an hour while we have our open division games, and then at 1 p.m. we are back with the 3rd and 4th place game between the Seattle Derby Brats Galaxy Girls and Jacksonville Duval All-Stars. That is right here on the yellow track. Over on the pink track, track number 1, you'll see the 5th place game between Kalamazoo and FOCO. But right now we're wrapping up who our teams will be for our 5th place, 6th place, 7th place, 8th place games tomorrow for the open division. Teams are lined up. Officials are having a little chat, getting in their proper positions. And I want to thank you for tuning in on Twitch TV, the WFTDA's channel. If you're curious about, as we go through the game, what makes a back block, or a track cut, any other penalties and rules, visit WFTDA.com/new, where you can find a downloadable roller derby cheat sheet. And I have been informed that sheet does not help you to cheat at roller derby. It's to let you understand the rules, which I would argue is almost a prerequisite for cheating. But they don't listen to me when I argue. Lining up for Des Moines to start this jam, we will have number 101. That is Goldie Knox, squaring off with 456 for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. 456 is M Ruthless. There's our swoopy whistle, indicating the game about to begin. If you're just tuning in and joining us here on Twitch and you've never watched roller derby before, the jammers have the stars on their helmets. They will attempt to make it through the pack cleanly. Pack made up of 3 blockers plus a pivot. Pivot is also a blocker with a stripe on their helmet. You can see that at the right side of the picture right now. Goldilocks knocked to the inside and jumping over a hip. Clears is now designated as lead jammer. The lead jammer is the jammer that exits the pack first cleanly, and they have the power of time. They can call off the jam at any time. Meanwhile, I was speaking of the pivot with the stripe on their helmet. They have a superpower of being able to accept the star from the jammer, and we did have just such a star pass. Star pass off to Global Storming. Global Storming not getting clear of the pack before the jam was called off. And we sit with 4 points for Des Moines. Jammer scoring a point on their second and subsequent passes through the pack for every skater they pass upright and inbounds, or those that are sitting in the penalty box. Number 354, Ladies Man, jamming for Des Moines. 1974, Jaws of Death with the star for Cherry Bomb. And our second penalty of the game. First and second penalty to the game as each team has 1 blocker in the penalty box. There's a little confusion in the box about who was supposed to sit where. No confusion for Ladies Man. Ladies Man is the lead jammer. And another star pass. 2 jams for Cherry Bomb. 2 star passes, this time to Captain 244, Tribal Terror. Will be coming about and maybe into the screen. There you see him just as the jam is called off. A second 4-0 jam for Des Moines. That takes the Des Moines Derby Brats All-Stars to 8 points. Cherry Bomb Brawlers still scoreless. Feel free to give a shout out on the Twitch chat if you'd like. We have that up on a monitor. If you're cheering for Des Moines, I'm not sure what you would put up. Is there an icon for a Des Moines? Is there an emoji for a cherry? If so, perhaps Cherry Bomb fans could use that. Goldie knocks back out and repeating what happened in Jam 1 as lead jammer Cutthroat with the star for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers, and Cutthroat forced out of bounds on the outside and rolled back. If a skater gets knocked out of bounds, they have to come in behind the skaters that were in front of them before, unless that skater goes out of play, which is what happened, I believe, on that last pass. No, it did not, as a cut track was called. Cutthroat taking off the star, so I didn't catch that there was a jammer penalty. Cut track power jam now for Goldie Knox. And Goldie Knox swings around the outside, adding 4 more points. 8 points total on the jam. Cherry Bomb Brawlers still scoreless with the jammer sitting in the penalty box. Oh, Cutthroat sweeping through a nice, easy pass through the pack. Pack at a standstill, a little harder to get that lateral movement where the jammer coming in with speed can cut left and right. Now Cherry Bomb putting a tripod out, but not able to stop another star pass off. 007, Mad Max picking up the star pass, but also not having the star as it did not get on the helmet. Number 73 for Des Moines picking up a penalty on that play. I believe that's 731 Enigma, actually. It just looked like 73 in the armband. So Mad Max now has the star on the head. Meanwhile, Goldie Knox 5 passes through the pack, 20 points, and that's at a 6th for 24. Mad Max, I believe, still on the initial pass. Yes, is out and completes. Now eligible for points. If Goldie Knox doesn't call off the jam. Goldie Knox clear around 7th pass, 28 total. Mad Max goes airborne, lands in the middle, and jam is called off. So these points will put Cherry Bomb on the board. An official review called. I see 1 point up for Cherry Bomb Brawlers, putting them on the board, but 28 for Des Moines takes them to 36. And I will agree with Jay Henschen saying Goldie is killing it. That was quite the jam and some excellent blocking by the Des Moines pack. Watching the officials discuss whatever it is the Cherry Bomb Brawlers would like to discuss. And while we're doing that, I'm going to flip over, see if we have any fun facts about the Des Moines Derby Brats or the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. The teams did provide us with some interesting information. And we will look at Goldie Knox. Goldie Knox is aging out this year. Juniors, you're only allowed to stay in the JRDA until you turn 18. You can turn 18 during the season, but if you're 18 prior to September 1st, that you may not participate that season. So Goldie Knox ready to move on. Goldie Knox was a gold medalist at the 2019 World Roller Games. Is trying out for the USAR's national team and also attending Carl Sandburg College in the fall. So continuing on in the Derby world. Always good to see.
But I would love for somebody to tell me about what's going on in that official review so we can talk about Derby-related things.
Now the referees in the middle discussing while the coaches and captains stand patiently waiting. And speaking of patience and waiting, let's talk about the 2019 WFTDA postseason. If you're enjoying watching the roller derby this weekend with the juniors, we've got some top-notch adult roller derby coming up, starting in just a couple of weeks with the Continental Cup North America West in Orem, Utah, hosted by the Happy Valley Derby Darlings. That is August 9th through 11th. A few weeks later, August 23rd to 25th, we will move out to Lancaster, Pennsylvania for the Dutchland Derby Rollers, hosting the Continental Cup North America East. And our final Continental Cup, October 5th and 6th, is in the Continental Cup Europe in Helsinki, Finland, hosted by Kallio Rolling Rainbow. And now I'm happy to invite to the microphone Hippie of FOCO. Hippie, welcome. It's going great. You have geared down and hopefully relaxed a little after that game. I'll stay here upwind. It'll be fine. Unfortunately, the people on Twitch can't. We don't have smell-orama. So you guys beat the Pile of Bones misdemeanors from Regina. Well, thank you for taking time away for that ice bath to come out and help announce this game between Des Moines and Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb picked up an extra point. I'm not sure if that was a result of the official review or not. They don't still have it, so it must have just been a score adjustment. And Ruthless and Ladies Man with the star for this jam. Yes, first lead jam of the game for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. It's M. Ruthless working through it now, moving on points. I was like, where did the jammer go? He went to the penalty box. That's what happened. Like, where did Ladies Man end up? Again, the jammer taking the helmet cover off, and then I can't find them. It's that's part of the point, right? As a jammer, you take it off so people can't find you. Yes, you can't hide it. But if you hold it down, people might not notice. And Ruthless knocked out but back up and does have 4 points. As Ladies Man standing in the penalty box looking to return. Global Storming rolling back to make Ladies Man go as far back as possible. Yes, Global Storming, fun to watch. Kind of rubbery, that boy. Yeah, that's right, when they came out and to join FOCO for that brief period. Yes, the second 4 up for Cherry Bomb takes them to 10 total, 36 still the score for Des Moines, and we've got 23 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the half. And now we've got 1974 jamming Jaws of Death for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers. Goldie Knox back out for Des Moines. Goldie Knox had a many point jam, 28-point jam earlier in the game. I don't know if you were over here yet. It was an impressive number of laps. And Goldie Knox is out, and his lead jammer star pass off to Tycho the Psycho for Cherry Bomb. As Goldie Knox did not call off the jam. I think the jam ref thought that was a tap of the hip, but it was more of a hand sort of moving near the hip. 4 each. And cutting through again, Goldie Knox and Mad Max right behind. Yeah, it's very, very tight defense. This time, Goldie Knox calls off the jam and leaves it at 8-8. Probably a wise move. As Mad Max doing some great work as the pivot, picking up the star. So it takes us to 44-18. 22 minutes to go. Meanwhile, over on track number 1, looks like Tampa is leading Capital City 20-0. They started a little bit after this game. Since you guys were still playing for a while, the track has been running a little bit late all day. And that is Cutthroat number 222, jamming for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers, also out. And Ladies Man grabs the points, calls off the jam. Each team 1 player in the penalty box. As we have Tribal Terror and Tribal, and I can't see the number on the shoulder. Is it? Yeah, I can't check. Can't tell which Des Moines skater that is. Might be Miss Batitude. I think it's a 7 at the start, and that would fit. Yes. Global Storming with the star. First time, it's Global's first time jamming in the game and grabs lead. Yes, Enigma. Enigma with that quick chase down. And forces Global to call it off, so we stay 48-18. And hand the stars back to 101 Goldie Knox for Des Moines. Both skaters have been doing heavy amount of lifting on the jammer line this weekend, I think, for both teams. Goldie Knox knocked to the infield. Comes back up in there. Global Storming in the front, but not able to stop him. That is the 5th star pass for Cherry Bomb. They are using the star pass very effectively. Yes. And Tribal picks up 2. So a 1-point jam win for Des Moines. They're now at 50. Indeed it does. Des Moines All-Stars currently ranked 5th in the Open Division. Cherry Bomb Brawlers ranked 12th. $19.79 Jaws of Death jamming against Ladies Man. And Ladies Man through again, lead jammer. Ladies Man has had lead all but 1 jams that he has started in. Yeah. And another star pass to Mad Max. That's the 2nd, I believe, that Max has received. This time, it doesn't fall onto the ground. So it's the last one where it got knocked out of his hand, which was a little rough, but 4 more up for Des Moines, 8-0, 59-20. Just about 18 minutes to go in the first period. .101 Goldie Knox jamming again for Des Moines, and 222 Cutthroat with the star for Cherry Bomb. Yeah. And brought Mad Hatter with him. It was like a double shot for Tribal. Took out his own skater and the opponent. And Late. Yes. Cutthroat taking advantage of all that mayhem and breaking out. As Goldilocks rolled back. Multiplayer block thinning out the Des Moines pack. That was number 23, Recnology, for Des Moines picking up the multiplayer block. As Goldilocks finally clears, completes the initial. Cutthroat calls off the jam. But 4 more. So an 8-0 Cherry Bomb run. 59-28. And we're under 17 minutes to go in the half. Yes, indeed. Now, let's see. Did you guys play twice today or just the once? You only played once, right? Because you played twice yesterday. Got it. So that was nice. Yeah, not to have to do the double duty. Ladies man jamming, not quite every other jam, but every third and occasionally every other. And this time a nice lane on the outside to break through for 4. Almost passed, but not quite. And Ruthless attempting the handoff. Not quite getting it. Yeah, good keeping the skates on. May have got both hands out of bounds, but nobody ran back, so it was nothing to worry about for a cut drag there. Yeah, I have seen some solid matrix-style maneuvers of people bent all the way back, just one hand down, and somehow standing back up this weekend, and that it hurts my ankles. Ladies man through again for 4, 12 total on the jam. And ladies man, 4th run through 16 total, as we've got 42 seconds left of the jam, and finally the star passed off to Tycho the Psycho, I believe. As ladies man rolls through for another lap and accelerating on towards the pack as Tycho the Psycho nice shoulder check from Evelyn, bumps out ladies man and forces the call off, but did pick up, I think that's 2 points. It's hard to tell if the thumb was out or not. So 22 total takes the Des Moines Derby Brats All-Stars to 81. And Cherry Bomb held at 28. Yes, and Enigma jamming for the second time, picks up lead this go-round. And this is Mad Max's first time starting as the jammer. Has received the star pass a couple of times. Enigma jumps over and through for 4. And looks like Mad Max is injured, but he's out of the ref lane, so I don't know that they're going to stop the play for him. So right now it's Power Jam and Des Moines calling off the jam. I think Enigma's like, kid's hurt, no reason to keep going. We've got 8 points. We're leading 89-28. So we will take an official timeout while the medic goes over to check out Mad Max, and I will go back and mention more about the WFTDA postseason. Because they got a watch pass, and they have a watch pass deal. Do you do the watch pass for the WFTDA playoffs and things? Do you watch that online, or do you just ignore it? All right, well, it is interesting. Yes. That is true. Are you going to play as an adult? Because you're aging out this season, right? Oh no, you're only 15. I didn't know that. Who's it's somebody is there anybody on Foco that's aging out? I must be maybe I'm confusing with. All right, so you got some time. You don't have to worry about it. All right. Well, if you want a good deal on the watch party, you can go to WFTDA.tv, click on the Watch Pass link, and enter the code WFTDA Roby-Doby. That's Roby-Doby with a B in both of those words. And you save 20% on the season combo pass. Gets you all 6 of the playoff postseason events, the 3 Continental Cups, the 2 playoffs, and championships. And I bought mine last night. It was like $72 instead of $90, which for 6 tournaments, that's like, yeah, a little over $10 a weekend. I don't have Bobby Narco here to do the math for me, but it'll all work out. All right, we're back in action. Ladies man jamming against Jaws of Death. Ooh, nice hip check. Evelyn throwing out the hip to bump ladies man off the line. And ladies man out and tumbled practically into the crowd by Tribal Terror. Tribal Terror then has to roll back out. Ladies man doesn't have to worry because well out of play. And also Tribal went out of bounds. 1974, Jaws of Death is clear of the pack, and there's a bit of a pile-up in the middle. And ladies man calls off the jam. 2 points on that for Des Moines. That takes them to 91. Cherry Bomb still held at 28. And we're down to 12 minutes to go in the period. In our last games of the day over on track number 1, Tampa now leading 78-14 over Capital City. The winner of that game will play the winner of this in our 5th place battle, which you guys are playing for tomorrow, right? 5th place? Taking on Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo with the upset over Rose City on this track. That was a tight game to the very end. It was almost next to last jam. It wasn't quite the last jam, but that's awesome. It's one of the good parts of this tournament is you do sometimes get new teams that you get to play. It beats always playing the same guys. We do. And Goldie Knox again grabbing lead. Almost. Yes, it is now in Global Storming's hands. I'm like, I saw her try. Did it get through? He's good at not completely hiding it, but keeping it sort of out of sight. And oh. I didn't realize Goldie Knox must have gotten bumped out and then recycled back. Ooh, it's freaky handheld camera view now on Twitch, or at least on our monitor. I don't know if that showed up on the actual stream. Yes, indeed. Tribal looking on the outside. Des Moines there to meet, but Cherry Bomb also ready to accept. Ladies man. Tribal grabs the points, calls off the jam. 4-3. Whew. All right, so we must have had some points in the last jam because now it's 98-32. Cherry Bomb with that 4-0 run sends out M. Ruthless to jam against Goldie Knox. Yes, indeed. Global Storming back on. 1, 2, believe that's the 8th star pass for Cherry Bomb in this half. They are, it's keeping Des Moines from ranking the score. Exactly. So Des Moines over the 100-point mark now, 102-32. 9 minutes and change to go. Global having a chat with the jam ref, but still on the track. Yeah, might want to get off the track. All right, good work. Jaws of Death, the star. Jammy is the ladies' man. The ladies' man is out and lead jammer. Jaws of Death still working through the pack as Cutthroat heads to the penalty box for Cherry Bomb. And rolling out of the pack finally is Jaws of Death. Oh, and Snappa 242 says on the stream they can only hear one commentator. That might explain why I can't hear you in my ears either. I don't know. Are you not here? You're not. Hey, Snappa, are you just hearing me or are you just hearing Hippie? So we do sound completely different. I hope so too, Hippie. Well, we'll see if Snappa 242 answers. In the meantime, we'll just have a one-sided conversation possibly. Oh, now I can hear you in my ear.
Oh.
So maybe they figured it out.
Ooh,
Thank you, technical team.
nice.
I think I forgot to mention that Hippie had joined us since you weren't here earlier. And
Yeah,
they're like, okay,
I
we'll only
missed
have one.
the first 2 minutes, but it's good to be back on.
All
at
right.
least now.
Snappa, can you hear Hippie now? Oh, Lacey Walker also could only hear me a second ago, but I think my chat might be a
Just
little.
talking to yourself,
Chat's
Scott.
popping up earlier than the stream. The stream has a little lag to it.
Right,
All right.
right.
Well, we could go back and have all the rest of the conversation that I had that apparently only people heard one side of. All right, we are looking official review for Des Moines. Perhaps we'll find out what it was about. It will appear that 101 Goldilocks will be jamming to start this jam against Tribal Terror. Although Tribal Terror also the captain for the game, so might just be out there to do captain-y things.
Captain stuff. The usual.
All right, Snappa is confirmed. They can hear you now, so
Oh, nice to be
world-
live.
the world is all back.
Scott, you're
You
not
can hear
crazy.
Hippie.
I can hear you.
Well, that's good. All right, let's see. What else? What other fun facts can we give? Oh, if you're going to either of the playoffs, so the international playoffs in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, September 6th through 8th, hosted by Greensboro Roller Derby, or the 13th through 15th in Seattle, Washington, hosted by Rat City, you can get a deal on the tickets, 4-pack of 3-day tickets to either of those locations, only $175. That is $85 off the regular price.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
It does. All right, from what I overheard from the venue announcer, Des Moines was looking for a cut track penalty on the jammer. That no call will stand. And Tribal Terror will now pick up a back block. So they didn't start on a power jam, but they ended up at the same place. Just now they don't have an official review for the rest of the half. So power jam for Goldie Knox.
It is what it is. With
Yes.
some quick offense, they're on the out. Goldie Knox takes the in, dragged back.
And Goldie Knox looking towards the middle. And now ducking around the outside, gets past everybody.
Slides right by Global.
Slid past Global, slid
Very,
past.
very
yeah.
close. Yeah.
Queen Bee trying to get out in front, but Goldie Knox very quick on the skates. Multiplayer block called, sends Cutthroat to the penalty box as Tribal Terror is
Ooh,
back engaged and,
back.
and
Ready to
just
score some points.
smooshing through the pack. That was the weirdest pack clearance I think I've seen in a while. Does complete the initial pass. Goldie Knox now with 2 passes rather, 8 points total. Working on the third. Global Storming staying in front. Goldie Knox calls off the jam.
2 to Cherry, 4 to Des Moines on that one.
So that's a 12-2 run, 122 to 34. 6.5 minutes to go in the first period. And we regroup. 356 or 354 rather, ladies man against 456. Both almost in numerical order, but not quite.
Ruthless for Cherry Bomb and Ladies Man for Des Moines.
Ladies man with these sweet dance moves on the outside to break free and grab lead jammer. And Ruthless also finally out, cap in hand. Puts the cover back on as Ladies Man pulls through the pack and calls off the jam. So another scoreless jam for Cherry Bomb, holding them at 34. Des Moines now 125. And we're down to 5.5 minutes to go in the period. Once again, winner here will play the winner of Tampa versus Capital City. That's going on the other track. If you've got squad mode going on Twitch, you can watch both at once. And you'll see Tampa.
The more better the Derby.
Yes, Tampa roughly 104 to 21, at least on my laptop, however laggy it may be. Not laggy at all is Goldie Knox as lead jammer. And again,
Goldie Knox knocking his way through.
Just the flexibility and the rubberiness in the swinging through first and then just bouncing off people. Always astounding. That was Jaws of Death jamming for Cherry Bomb. Jaws of Death through, but no points. Another 4-0 run.
And for Cherry, we have Tribal Terror jamming against Ladies Man for Des Moines.
4.5 minutes here on this.
5 seconds called, 4.5 to go in the period. As we're into jam 21. Tribal pushes through, holds up the leg, and lands lead jammer. Meanwhile, Ladies Man working against Global Storming. Global's just
Pushed
out of
play.
Yes. There's only so much resistance you can give, I guess, on the toe stop. Tribal's checking in with the bench, and the bench is like, nope, keep going.
Keep going.
We're going to run this one long. See what happens.
Global hits Ladies Man, recycles him back as Tribal is pushing through the Des Moines wall, cutting through the inside.
Well, some coaches trusting the defense. And they continue to give the circle the motion to Tribal Terror. So 8-4 currently as Tribal rolls in, calls off the jam.
Calls off the jam.
Did get one more point. So that takes Cherry Bomb to 43. Des Moines 133. And we will reset with 3:13 to go in this first half of the game. 456 M Ruthless set to jam against number 101 Goldie Knox. Goldie Knox up front.
Ruthless takes the star cover off. Quick pass to, I believe that is
number 16, Tycho the Psycho.
Tycho the Psycho. Ready to Tycho some points.
That'd have been 5 jams since they'd had a star pass after going pretty much every other for a little while there.
Switch things up a little bit.
4 points up for Des Moines. And Tycho the Psycho not able to get back in time to score any. We'll be back out with Jaws of Death against 354 Ladies Man. Everybody backed up to the jammer line.
Oh, slides right through the outside.
Late run from Mad Hatter, but not able to get there in time. I think Mad Hatter on the inside saw what was coming and tried to get there.
Star pass to Global Storming. Calls off the jam right before Global can score any points.
So again, the Star Pass working its magic for stopping the multi-pass jam. But Des Moines having lead, not giving up any more points. 141 to 43 now.
Ruthless for Cherry Bomb up against Goldie Knox for Des Moines.
And again, the up at this jammer line start, but Goldie Knox just needs a tiny amount of room to get around the
Those
inside
toe
edge.
stop moves.
Just super strong in the legs. Is that your preferred getting through the pack, just the tiptoe on the edge, or do you like to just go right through the middle?
You know, I'm not much of a jumpy jammer, as you
Yeah.
can see, and that was some good air. But I definitely would prefer to not get touched through the middle. So the edges are always nice
Yeah.
until you get recycled.
All right, 4-4 on the jam. We're under a minute to go, 145 to 47. We will get one more jam in this half.
Ladies man for Des Moines up against Tribal Terror for Cherry Bomb. Setting up a nice wall in the front. Tribal is the lead jammer for Cherry.
Yes, Tribal starting on the outside, cutting to the end to grab lead.
Woo.
And
Good hit by Global, but
yeah, just a little bit
little out
too far
there.
out. Well, we're not getting penalized for it, but the no pass, no penalty didn't get the cut, so jam called off. Let's see, 4 points coming in for Cherry right at the end as our jam ref had to consult with the outside pack. So we will sit 145 to 51. And we'll take a halftime break.
Awesome.
Hey, Hippie, look, there's Hippie.
Wow.
You can see her. She's right here.
Nice and sweaty.
Nice and sweaty, but we're happy to have you here.
Definitely. Thank
we will
you.
take 10 minutes and be back with the second half of
All
Cherry
right.
Bomb versus Des Moines. We'll
Sounds
let
good.
Hippie go. You can't take an ice bath in 10 minutes, but
All right.
I don't know, maybe go stand under the cooler vent.
That'll be nice.
And we will be back. You're watching the 2019 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships on twitch.tv/WFTDA.
Awesome. And I'm Hippie from
Yes,
the
you are.
Foco Spartans.
There you go.
It's
Someone
great
was
to be
asking,
here,
who's
Scott?"
the female announcer? And I'm like, it's Hippie from Foco.
Hippie from Foco. That's what's
Back
at.
off of a game just
Yes.
well, an hour ago now probably, but
Yeah.
win over the Pile of Bones Misdemeanors out of Regina. So you guys will be playing for fifth place tomorrow. Came
Fifth
in
place.
as the 7th seed.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
not bad at all. Thank you. Thank you,
Good
Scott.
weekend for you. Looking at this game, Des Moines versus Cherry Bomb on the penalty board. Nobody is in trouble. I went over. I was expecting more penalties. There's 14 for Des Moines. They've got one skater with 3. Sasquatch, number 325, has 3. Everyone else 2 and 1. Only
Keeping it
13
clean.
for Cherry Bomb. They also Cutthroat has 3, but that's after a game earlier when I think there were 28
Oh,
and
my
27
God.
penalties in the first
Yeah.
half. I'm very happy. I'm sure the jam timers or the penalty timers probably asleep now 'cause it's,
Right?
it's late. It's 7 o'clock game.
Aw, thank you. Thanks, officials.
Yeah, speaking of our officials, I'll run through that list once more as we're done with the gear checks. They'll be coming out shortly to resume for the second half. Our NSO or skating and non-skating officials: Doof Warrior, Loud Llama, Headless Horseman, Papa Payne, Zookeeper, Soprano Stinger, Zombie Dearest, Kim Probable, Doesn't Matter, El Flaco, Devastator, Elemental, Lucinda Knickers, Red Miles, Tricky Ricky, and Margie Ram.
Shout out to the EMTs as well.
Oh yes, they've been
They've been nonstop.
they've had some
Nonstop.
work this weekend. In the last game, I know Rose City had someone that left in
Yeah.
a chair. I didn't see what the injury was. There's been a couple of serious and a bunch of just banged up.
Just a little bit.
You were saying you're looking forward to the ice bath tonight, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming
That'll
you're a
be
little bit,
nice. I've got
little bit
KT
bruised.
tape
Oh,
all
yes.
over. I'm feeling good. Shout out to KT tape as well.
Are you sponsored by them? I don't know.
I
Is
wish.
That, is that
I
a thing?
wish.
Anyone on Twitch out
Hey,
there?
KT tape, could you hook me up?
Hook Hippie up with just a lifetime supply of the tape. I'm sure that'd be
That'd be sick. All
that'd be
right.
appreciated. Hey, we're back in action with Global Storming jamming against Goldie Knox.
Right on. Goldie
And
Knox is the lead jammer for Des Moines. Global with a nice tiptoe, barely staying in on the outside.
but does manage to keep it in bounds. So Goldie Knox says, well, you're out, Mr. Jammer. I'm just going to call off the jam. Picks up 4 points. Calls things off, and that takes us to, if I look at the scoreboard over there, 149 to 51. And it does look like we're just seeing us on the screen and not the game. But, you know, if you guys want to just stare at us
Yeah,
while we
that's
talk
cool
about
too.
roller derby, we can go all radio on you. What the heck? Tribal Terror, number
Tribal
244,
Terror.
will be jamming for Cherry Bomb. And what do we got? Number 324, Ladies, or 354 rather, Ladies Man. We're scoring at home, 3-5-4. Now we're back to action.
Right on.
You get to see that Tribal Terror of the Cherry Bomb Brawlers is your lead jammer.
He's so proud. It's a ladies, man.
Tribal approaching the pack and trying to work through, looking on the outside. Ladies Man also engaged, bouncing back and forth, but Tribal is clear with 4 points.
Ladies man, 4 points as well, not too far behind. They do a little offensive move, and he calls off the jam.
Tribal Terror only picking up 3 on the second pass, but it's 3 more than the Ladies Man got. So 7-4 takes us to 58-153. Over on our other track at halftime, Tampa leading 136-47 over Capital City. So similar spread, a little bit closer. 222 Cutthroat with the star and jamming. I think for the first time this evening is K-Boom for Des Moines.
With the star, we got a pretty much 2-jammer rotation.
K-Boom bouncing off the middle.
Ooh,
Rushes to the front and lead jammer.
lead jammer.
K-Boom off the bench and out and through. Enigma with the shoulder check, getting super low to apply the shoulder.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen people get low to apply the hip.
Oh,
That was the first low shoulder check that I've seen. And again with the shoulder to Cutthroat. Down to the
cutthroat.
track, but back up.
Back up.
Points up on the board for K-Boom and Des Moines. Great effort
Des
there.
Moines picks up 3, 156-58.
And on the line, we have Global Storming for Cherry Bomb. And Ladies Man, 354 for Des Moines. Global right through the end. Ooh, plays some defense on the line.
Global's like, hey, team, come catch up.
Hey, he says, I'm also a blocker too.
Yes, and old Ladies
can
Man says, yeah, but I'm the
definitely
lead
see
jammer,
that.
so I'm going to call it off. And I'm just going to sort of roll
And they're
through,
gonna
maybe roll back. Global's like,
Global
I'm coming.
going for another one.
Yeah, what the heck?
Pushing it, ladies, man.
Ladies Man goes to sit down. Goldie Knox back out.
And a penalty. So we're only having a ladies, man. And Global Storming.
Got a 3-on-3 pack, each team with 1 in the penalty box. I see Mad Max for Cherry Bomb. Can't see the number on the Des Moines skater, but lead jammer is Goldie Knox. Global Storming also out. That might be
And a
missing.
nice duck over for Des Moines. Goldie Knox on the outside line, picking up 4 points as Cherry gets none for that.
Yes, I think that might be Scream Puff sitting in the penalty box, number 888. Now that I realize there's numbers on the helmet, I'm like, oh, those are big. I can see those from here.
I like that. I like that. Helmet numbers.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Makes it. Then if you're, I guess, I don't know if it's legal if your arm number
Right.
wipes off, but at least
Right.
they can go, hey, it's right here. I'm on. Just look up a little bit.
It's on my helmet.
My numbers are up here.
Tribal Terror is the lead jammer for Cherry, as Goldie Knox is not far behind for Des Moines.
Goldie Knox super quick through the pack and super quick
And
catching
Tribal
up.
says, oh, I'm going to call it.
Yep.
Listening to the bench staff.
That'll just need to end right now, sister. So a scoreless jam again.
Why not?
Tribal is on there again. 2 in a row.
Yeah, he and Global both going to back
Back to back.
recently. Des Moines sending back out 354 Ladies Man. Both teams now back to full strength. And a lot of people falling down.
Domino effect. As Tribal is still fighting through the Des Moines wall. Ladies man is lead jammer.
Tribal also wait a minute. Tribal Terror is now lead jammer.
Oh!
I think there is some. Oh, an illegal contact penalty called. That was
So
late.
that means that this is a power jam for the Cherry Bombs.
I think that must have been right at the start as the skater went down in front of Ladies Man, and I think he might have clipped them on the way by.
That is 4 points for Cherry Bomb.
Well, that's a jam changer.
And they are running the pack quite a little bit.
Yep.
As Tribal jumps through, little hop towards the inside.
A little hop over Rechnology to clear the pack with 4. Tribal bouncing left, and did the foot go out of bounds? I heard a whistle.
Oh,
We'll
taking
see.
some. Oh.
Yes, there's the call.
And there's the call.
I was waiting. I'm like,
As Ladies Man is out and through his initial. This means that this is going to be a 2-minute jam.
So Ladies Man now complete of the initial, and 38 seconds of jam time left to make some points. Oh, Des Moines, beautiful sweep to the outside, wide
That was
open
some good
lane.
offense.
That was textbook. Cherry Bomb losing a blocker to the penalty box. Number 99 is Joneson.
As Tribal Terror is standing from the box.
And 4 more points for the Ladies Man.
He
So
returns to the gameplay. Ooh!
Sort of tied. Well, was quite the plop from Sasquatch there. Just sort of slipping up on his own. And we got 4 and 4, so a 12-12 jam. Takes us to 172-70.
Nearly a 100-point difference, but with 22 minutes left, you never know. It's roller derby.
It is roller derby, that is true. Meanwhile, also a 100-point difference on the other track, 147-47. Tampa in the lead with just at the beginning of the second half. 18 and 101 on the jam line for Cherry Bomb and Des Moines, respectively. And Global Stormy, number 18, lead jammer. It's the 3rd straight jam that Cherry Bomb has gotten lead. With Tribal grabbing lead twice, and then now Global Stormy.
Off.
All right, jam ref's going to consult with the outside to see where the foot was. Whether
2
there were any.
points awarded for Cherry Bomb on that.
Now we've got 100 points. 172-72. And 21 and a half.
On both tracks.
Yeah. 21 and a half minutes remaining. No, about 21 anyway. 244 Tribal Terror. Starting with Star and 354 Ladies Man jamming for Des Moines. And Tribal is out in lead.
Do some
Tribal
jammer
slowed.
blocking.
Yeah, just slowing down, looking,
Slow,
watching.
just doing a little.
seeing.
Ooh,
Pushing
sweet.
through the middle
Ooh,
and tangling
right
up.
through the middle. Calls off the jam
4 points for Ladies Man.
as Sasquatch does a block, falls on
And then a
top.
trip, and then a fall.
A little trip up.
Oh, and a low block called on
Oh.
Tribal Terror. So,
That means that this is a power jam for Des Moines.
yes. Power.
Goldie Knox.
Timeout called by Cherry Bomb as they were struggling to get the skaters on the track in time. That's kind of important to have people on the track for your jams. So we'll take a minute, and we can talk more about WFTDA playoffs and championships. If you're going to either the Seattle or the Winston-Salem, North Carolina playoffs for the WFTDA, and you're a junior derby participant, there is a code for each of those cities that you can use to get a significant discount on your ticket. So head to WFTDA.com/tickets And there will be the codes right there. There's a different code for Winston-Salem and a different code for Seattle. I think they showed them on the screen during halftime. I didn't write them down, but they've got them for you on the web.
Definitely.
And if you're not a junior skater, you can get a 4-pack of 3-day tickets. So bring 3 of your friends, go watch some Derby. That is also available at WTDA.com/tickets. Gets you 4 tickets, 3 days, $175, $85 off the regular price for you just to buy those 4 individually.
Looks like Des Moines is setting up some offense.
Yes, indeed. They've got the split going. Cherry Bomb lining up towards the pivot line. With Global Storming as a bridge in between. No back call, though. Des Moines going full passive with just a step forward and now sending
And
forward
now
the wave.
through the inside sweep. Right there. Beautiful, beautiful offense.
Yes, well executed. Goldie knocks through, lead jammer. Now moving on for a second flow as Enigma providing some offense with the rest of the team. Then again, stopping and sliding back, now capturing.
Global Storming, running him back.
Tribal Terror out of the penalty box and back engaged as we have a scoring pass for Goldie Knox. Tribal
And
is
that looks like a
through
cut
and
track back
cuts.
to the box, which means this is a power jam for Goldie Knox.
And there's 4 points up for Goldie Knox.
And another blocker for Cherry Bomb sent to the box, which is, I believe, 0-4 Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. All
yes.
these names.
Goldie Knox finally stepping through, grabs 4 more. That is 8 total on the jam for Des Moines, taking them to 184 now.
Des Moines setting up a quick 4-wall.
As they await the return of Tribal Terror. Now condensing.
And there is a penny pass.
Yes. First of the half. Passed off to number 16, Tycho the Psycho.
Tycho the Psycho is going for initial.
And a fourth 4-point pass for Goldie Knox. 16 total as Tycho clears to complete the initial. And Goldie Knox calls off the jam. So a clean 20 points in 2 jams unanswered. Takes us to 192-75. Or 77, actually. Cherry Bomb picking up 2. I did not see those. 2 points going to Tycho the Psycho.
Ooh. Kate Boom for Des Moines, jamming once again against Jaws of Death. Kate Boom, lead jammer.
Yes, indeed. Jaws of Death removes the star, charges forward, and is knocked down.
Blocked by Sasquatch.
Yes, and blocked again by Sasquatch and knocked out of bounds. And Jaws of Death rolling back as K-Boom is through for the first scoring pass of 4.
K-Boom tries to tiptoe, but I believe Ruthless dragged her back.
Yes, I think Emerithus with the run, but Emerithus was bumped out, but K-Boom had already gone past the blocker that knocked her out, so it didn't really help anything, but it slowed it down. Star pass now to 222. That is Cutthroat, star in hand, the pivot for the Cherry Bomb Brawlers.
Some nice blocking by 23 on Des Moines. Rechnology.
Yes, Cutthroat finally clears. Jam is called off. Looking at our Twitch chat, a Booty Bandit asks, is there money to be won? And the answer is no. There is only glory and medals. Junior Roller Derby JRDA is an amateur sport. No money exchange hands, but you do get a sweet medal if you
Nice
for
medal.
the top 3. There's no giant trophy either. It's not like WFTDA has the Hydra.
Right.
We need to come up with something equivalent. We can name it the hippie after you.
Yeah,
retire.
definitely.
Like some
Exactly.
sort of-
Keep it on. That'd be cool. We have a global storming for Cherry, who is also blocking as a jammer,
You know,
doing a couple
sometimes you
spin
gotta.
moves.
And Global almost through. Is
Is
out.
that a power jam?
It might be. We will see. I don't know. There's some question about whether I know that the Des Moines player was calling the penalty,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
the referee hadn't yet, and now the referee has. So we do have a cut track.
And that is a power jam for 354 ladies, man.
Enigma, aware of where he was relative to where Global was after he knocked him out,
Right.
called the ref's attention to it, and the correct call was made. So now 2 blockers on the track for Cherry Bomb, and they are split apart. So an
Ladies,
easy run
man,
through.
making it look easy. Swerving right through
Yes,
as Des Moines sets up a tripod.
Yeah, Des Moines using the tripod to kind of help keep the blockers out of the way.
That's a good strategy.
They were separating them at first and,
Yeah.
and allowing the swoop through, but now everyone back together, although Enigma kind of in the middle of the tripod there. And throws a shoulder to Global Storming, who is out of the penalty box. 16 points so far for Ladies Man. Let's make that 20. As Ladies Man swings through again quickly. Global
20
Storming-
points is hard to get by with the new rule set.
Yes.
Getting 4 instead of 5.
Yeah, adds a whole.
What do they call
extra
that?
pass.
A golden unicorn or something?
Oh, is that the new term? If you do actually get 5
If-
points, which
I think
is
it's
slightly possible.
right.
I have yet to witness one, so
And ladies, man, crashing through. Another 4 points.
swoop to the left and the right, and that ties our high jam of the game at 28. 7 full passes through the pack. Takes Des Moines to 232. Cherry Bomb now 75. And on our other track, Tampa sitting 170. Capital City at 50.
We have Scream Puff jamming for Des Moines. I believe this is the first time seeing them. And
Yes, I
we've
believe
got
so.
Jaws of Death.
Not the first time for Joe.
Not the first time.
Probably the manyth time. Scream Puff is getting some practice on the outside. He's getting a little tip there on the
On
head
the
juke.
jukes. On
Do you
the
use
jukes.
the head fake a lot when you're?
I
you're
try my
skating?
best.
All right.
I try. The face shield comes in handy for not getting a nice
Not getting a
whack in
shiner
the
each time.
face. Yeah, but
Yes.
it's a good move.
See if we have facts on Scream Puff. Number 888. He is a ramp skater. Who's also
Ooh.
an artist, a musician, and marches with the color guard.
Awesome. And he taps through the inside, getting
Yes.
lead jammer.
He is
Really using those jukes. As
Busting
Jaws
away.
of Death is not far behind.
Oh, Joseph Death with the
Scream Puff.
back block called.
Oh,
so
this power jam.
back-to-back power jams for Des Moines. Yes.
Scream Puff taking that inside sweep, but
Oh,
getting
and he is
hit
leveled.
by 22. Skatey Katie on Cherry Bomb.
That was a serious shoulder from Skating. And a forearm penalty called on Des Moines' number 23, Recnology. Scream Puff approaching again as
The
Jaws of
offense sweeps,
Yes,
and
Jaws of Death released from the penalty box is finally, I was going
Oh.
to say is through, but not quite.
nope, Sasquatch catching her just barely as she slides right on the outside.
Get some applause from the coach for leaving Sasquatch on his backside. 4 points up, 8 total on the jam for number 888. Takes Des Moines to 240. And Cherry Bomb held at 75. Yes, Lacey Walker asking you a question about what are the lines of the team names represent and the dot. And thank you from Dr. Sleepy Cat for pointing out. Lines are the number of timeouts, and the dot is an official review. Each team has 3 timeouts for the game, 1 official review per half, which they could use as a timeout if they wish. Lead jammer going to Goldie Knox. That's the star. Up
and
on
calls
the,
it off right
scoreboard.
before
Tribal Terror
Tribal.
was catching up.
Yeah, real quick.
Scoreless jam, 240 to 75.
K-Boom up for Des Moines against Tribal Terror once again for Cherry Bomb.
If a team uses their official review and they win, they get it back for one more time for the half. So you could potentially have 4 official reviews in a game for one team. Yes.
I didn't know that. That's
doesn't
cool.
happen a lot.
The more you know.
The more you know, and in your internet derby slang, winning all 4
Talk about
is going the full muffin.
Derby. K-Boom is quick as Tribal Terror calls off the jam.
Yes, Tribal grabbing lead. K-Boom right
Scoring
behind.
4 points.
4-2 jam.
As a 2.
So we got 242 to 79. And the Des Moines Derby Brats All-Stars will pass the star off to 354 Ladies Man. Ladies Man's had a little break. 4 jams now back out. Meanwhile, Tribal Terror back to the penalty box. Didn't catch what the call was, but it was after the jam was called off, or awarded after the jam was called off. So.
And Ladies Man is the lead jammer for Des Moines.
Under 10 minutes to go in the game. As Ladies Man.
Cherry holding the wall as
Enigma forcing Global Storming into the ref.
Ref
looking all right.
Yep.
Shakes the leg out a bit, but back up and skating. There have been some near misses and some definite ref takeouts this tournament.
As Tribal is through his initial.
4 points up. 8 total on the jam now for Ladies Man. Tribal Terror trying to catch up with Des Moines, racing the pack ahead. Tribal swings through. Shoulder from Enigma that stays in bounds. And I was seeing only 3 blockers on the track for each team and nobody in the penalty box. So I don't know if we had several foul outs there or what, but that seemed weird.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly looking, I'm like, where did everybody go? I don't see skaters standing next to the box, so perhaps they just fielded incomplete teams.
Maybe.
Or I might have been blind. One of those 2 things may be the case. I do know it was a 12-4 jam. Des Moines now 254, Cherry Bomb 83, 8.5 minutes to go in the game.
A familiar matchup with Ruthless for Cherry against Goldie Knox for Des Moines.
And a familiar outcome with Goldie Knox grabbing lead jammer. Looking at the chat on Twitch, if you're listening but not looking at the snap, it looks like Capital City ended up forfeiting the game over on track 1. I know they came in with not a full 15-person roster, so they may have had some injury troubles or who knows. But in any case, Tampa moving on to the 5th place game against the winner of this game, which right now looking like Des Moines with a 266-83 lead and 7 minutes 45 to go.
That will be a great game as well.
That will. Cherry Bomb will then take on Capital City.
And a great move as Goldie Knox gets 4 more points for Des Moines.
Mad Max number 007, who had accepted the star and then proceeded to get a penalty, is out.
Woo!
Tries to hop, tripped up, falls. Enigma lands on the skate.
Back.
Fortunately, both are fine. I always worry about that. Landing on a skate, I heard, is not very
Oh, no.
comfortable. Surprisingly, not
Doesn't leave a good mark either.
not as comfortable as it looks. So up to 24 now on the jam for Goldilocks. And Mad Max cuts the track.
Sent to the box.
Second penalty for
as
the jam for
Goldilocks
Mad Max.
calls
And
it off.
official review coming from Cherry Bomb. As the Cherry Bomb coach and Captain Tribal Terror are out. Dr. Sleepy Cat, thank you for pointing out the last two fouled out within one jam of each other.
Huh.
That was from the previous game. Not enough skaters for Capital City because of foul outs.
Oh,
You can't play with
right.
too
No.
few. I have seen an adult team play a tournament with 7 skaters once, and they were crazy. And also in really good shape.
I was gonna say, did they do good? That's insane.
They did okay. So I think they won a couple of games, but it was
Kudos.
nuts.
That's insane.
So it was sort of, I can't remember if they were rotating like you jam and then you go in and
Right,
block and somebody else
right.
gets to sit and then you sort of like rotate through and everybody
Nice
plays
little
everything.
rotations going on.
But I guess what's the fewest you guys have played with?
we
ever
have
gotten-
we have a very small team,
Mm-hmm.
size wise and charter wise. But I think we came in to champs last year with 12 skaters.
Wow. So that's
so
that's
it
not
was
a lot
only
of-
a couple
not a lot
down.
of
But
cushion.
after the foul outs, it's like,
right. Then you
all right.
then you get in trouble. And I guess at that point, at least no one's worrying that I'm not going to get to play. I'm gonna come
Right,
over to
right,
this tournament, I won't
exactly.
get to play.
Everybody becomes a blocker and jammer in
Yep.
those cases.
I think my home team, Seattle Derby Rats, they had 17 at champs last year. So there were
Right.
the two alts, and they were able
Okay.
to rotate people in.
That's
But still,
that's good to have.
It's better than we've got 20 and
Oh,
4 of
no.
you may not play.
Right.
All right, the referees are discussing. And I will mention International WFTDA Championships coming up in November, the 15th through 17th in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, hosted by Montreal Roller Derby. And there's only 3,000 tickets in total available, and I know that Bobby Narco has already bought one, so that's not 3,000 anymore. If you want to go live, you got to get your tickets now. Go to WFTDA.com/tickets. It's going to be a party. I've been to Champs a couple of times, and it's always a good time, and the roller derby level, very high.
Does look like a power jam
Yes, indeed.
for Des Moines as Ladies Man going through the outside,
And move into the
pushing
front.
through, but Tribal
And Global both. to
Tribal
front.
and Global.
Not quite able to stop them. All right, J-Rex says their adult women played a full tourney with 7 and took second place. So I
Wow.
think J-Rex wins the
That's
internet,
that's
or at
impressive.
least Twitch for this game. Excellent work. All right, Mad Max out of the penalty box and pushing through. We got 2 blockers in the penalty box for Cherry Bomb,
it
and now a
does
jammer
look
for Des
like,
Moines.
wow. So power jam for Cherry, as that was a cut track for Ladies Man.
And we will go for another minute and 6 seconds. We got 5:47 to go in the game.
And even with 2 blockers, some quick offense and a nice spin.
Super nice spin.
Mad Max scoring 4 points for Cherry.
Mad Max leaving blockers in his wake.
The defense seems to be messing up the offense, and that is good defense indeed, but
Global Storming taken
with a
out.
hit
number
on
20.
Technology.
Yes. And 4 points for Mad Max, who tumbled but managed to kept the feet up. So
Right.
the toes never went out of bounds. He kind of rolled, but his feet were in the air the whole time. So thoroughly legal. And 3:54, Ladies Man is back in play. Juking around the outside and collecting 4 points.
Mad Max still pushing through. Tiptoes the outside, 4 more points for Cherry.
Yes, time ticking down on the jam as we're down to 3, 2, 1, and there is the whistle. but 4 more. So 12-12, jam tie. Now 298 to 95.
Can I help you?
And we have a discussion among officials as it looks like
Oh, wow.
Tribal Terror has fouled out.
7 penalties.
And we will resume with number 13. That is K-Boom, lead jammer for Des Moines.
K-Boom doing a little toe stops on the inside, outside,
And,
pushing it out of play.
and Mad
But-
Hatter is our jammer for Cherry Bomb for the first time this game.
And it looks like Mad Hatter has a power jam as K-Boom is sent to the box.
Ooh, forearm penalty called on K-Boom. And Mad Hatter is through, not lead jammer as that had already been assigned. So another 2-minute jam.
2-minute
will
jams.
Take us down
Left
to
with 3.5 minutes left in the
exactly.
game.
It'll take us down to about a minute and a half to go,
Right.
and a minute by the time the next jam starts. But Mad Hatter forced to the infield. Global Storming holding Enigma at the back to try and establish a pack in the rear. And
Mad
wow, Mad
Hatter
Hatter
jumps through as K-Boom is released from the box.
So 4-0 jam lead right now. K-Boom on a scoring pass. Had lead and lost it earlier. Mad Hatter goes to the ground.
Recycling their walls up in the front. Cherry is holding K-Boom as
Des Moines returning the favor on the backside of the pack, and K-Boom finally through. 4 points up.
then there was a star pass.
Oh, and Tycho
Hit
the
out.
Psycho just tapped out of bounds. Now has the star on and rolls back behind Enigma, but there's 4 more up for K-Boom.
Enigma dragging Tycho the Psycho back as K-Boom entering. Cherry wall.
K-Boom bumped but not stopped. Jam comes to a close. 3 more points up for Des Moines. 0 more points for Cherry Bomb. 309 to 99. And we've got about 2 minutes to go in the game. Jaws of Death, 1974 with the star. 101 Goldie Knox ready to jam for Des Moines. Penalty box empty. And the Goldie Knox pushing towards the front. Jaws of Death trapped at the back. Now has the star off and is waving for the pivot.
Goldie Knox, lead jammer, pushing them out of play.
And star pass off to number 13, Shifty. Shifty with star for the first time in this game. And tiptoes. Oh, the foot just went out.
Sasquatch dragging her back.
Mm-hmm. Sasquatch making a living stopping jammers, which is
Yeah, for
when I
real.
think of a Sasquatch, I think they're just going to hide out in the woods and not bother anyone. But no, apparently that's not the case.
Sasquatch is not hiding with these
Not
hits.
in the least.
As Goldie Knox is getting. Ooh!
Ooh. Sasquatch rolling through number 22, Skatey Katie. And our medical staff will come out and check Skatey Katie. And we will pause while that happens to wrap up once again the season combo pass discount for your WFTDA Women's Flat Track Derby Association playoff postseason. If you want a watch pass that includes all 3 Continental Cups, North America West, North America East, and Europe, plus the 2 international playoffs and championships, you can save 20% by using the code WFTDA ROBIDOBY. When you buy your watch pass, knock 20% off, takes it down from $90 to $72 US, which I still haven't done the math on how much that is per game, but it's over $10, but not by much.
And this looks
12,
like
I think, is
might
actually
be
what's
the
on.
final jam as Global
Yeah.
Storming for Cherry and Ladies Man for Des Moines.
Skatey Katie did get up and leave on her own power, so a little winded perhaps, but not seriously injured, thankfully. And Global Storming is your lead jammer.
Enigma sent to the box on Des Moines, but offense on Des Moines and Global Storming for another 4 points.
Yeah, Psycho the Psycho picking up a penalty, but it did help free Global Storming for 4, so I think the coaches will be all right with that.
Ooh.
Global going airborne, doesn't quite land it well. As Ladies Man out of the penalty box, we're down to 9 seconds of game time. Global Storming content to let the clock run as we are now out of period time. So the game will end when the jam ends. Jam will end either when time runs out on the jam or when Global Storming calls off the jam. Ladies Man also with 8 so far. Make that 12 for Ladies Man, completing that pass.
And
Yes.
Global calls it off. That is the game.
Let's see what the final score, final amount of points coming up for Global Storming. Our final check from Devastator, the jam ref checking in with the scoreboard, and there are 3 more up for Global, an 11-12 Des Moines win in the last jam. 329-110, your unofficial final. And so with that, our female division or our open division bracket seen right here is now complete. We will start
Nice.
off with our consolation games, the 9th and 10th place game between Sioux Falls and Raleigh at 11 a.m. on track number 1. Here on track number 2, we will see Capital City taking on the Cherry Bomb Brawlers playing for 7th and 8th. At 3 p.m., the Attack Pack playing Mob City in the 3rd place game, and that is on track 2 right here, the yellow track. Track 1, the pink track next door, will feature the 5th and 6th place game between these Des Moines Derby Brats All-Stars and Tampa Bay. And then we wrap up the tournament and wrap up all that with our championship game, Diamond City Miners versus Philly, 7 p.m. on track 1, female championship, Santa Cruz versus Los Anarchists immediately before that at 5.
That's
You
gonna
guys
be- those are gonna be
playing
good
at
ones.
1, right?
One.
In the 4-5. It's going to be a barn burner of a day. Have you had a good tournament
Derby
so
day.
far?
I've had a great tournament.
All right,
It's
you guys have played
I
well.
love having it here. You know,
It doesn't hurt that, you're
10
you can
minutes
like
away.
go sleep in your own bed, right?
Yeah.
You're not staying in a hotel like the rest of us.
Mhm.
All right,
Quick
well,
little
for
advantage,
Hippie, I am
but-
Scott Chicken. You've been watching the 2019 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships brought to you by the WFTDA on twitch.tv. Come back tomorrow, 9 a.m. for more open or female division action, 11 for the open division, and we'll see you then.